Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or XJaws, and today I'm bringing you guys another Search and Destroy game. I uploaded one of these a couple days ago, and people really seem to like it. A lot of people enjoyed, me uploading a video, kind of explaining how I did well at Search and Destroy, and kind of tips for you guys to do well as well. So anyway, my main comment that I got on that video was people kind of saying that they don't like to rush, or they don't think rushing is the best way to go about playing Search and Destroy. They think it's not a very repeatable way to play the game and have a lot of success long term. And while I disagree extremely, if you're trying to rank up fast, excuse me, sorry, I had to burp. What I did do is I went out and got a game where I played a little bit more defensively, and I'm going to show you guys sort of a repeatable way to do this as well. So anyway, as you can see, my class setup right here is a FAMAS with a red dot sight, or a green dot sight if you want, and I've got the line with dot, or lines with dot, I don't know what you want to call it, but this is without a doubt a really, really good reticle, far better than the regular dot in my opinion. I like to use this on things like the Commando, and the FAMAS. I think that's pretty much all I use sights on. But yeah, I would highly recommend this. This is what I'm noticing a lot of people are using in game battles and MLG variants. So this is like, it's one of those things that you might think of like just for a split second, does, reticle matter? And it actually kind of does. So don't use a heart, don't use a skull. Try out line with dot and or lines with dot, whatever it is, and you should notice some success. So anyway, what you're going to notice is I'm playing some firing range. And firing range, I mean, man, this map is small. I mean, it's not the smallest map in the world, actually, but the fact is that the spawns are so close together that you're hitting your encounter, like, you're encountering people within the first, I'd say, 15 seconds of the game. I mean, maybe not even that. People are always rushing to the middle of the map, and that actually causes, a good thing if you want to rush, but it also causes a good thing if you would like to play a little bit more defensively, and that's what I did. In the beginning of each round, I go up into the construction building, which is the building right over A Domination, the building that was right in front of me when I spawned, that I went up into, obviously, and yeah, that's called the construction building, and that's a really good building because you got those sandbags to cover you. You can set a claymore on your butt, and it's also a good building to actually kill people in, because typically people will set a claymore up in this building, but there are two ways to actually get up in here, so you should have quite a bit of success if you're trying to rush and take people out in here. So it's kind of like a both ways sort of thing. As you can see, right here you got the stairway that allows people to come up, and you've also got the ladder behind it. So two things to keep in mind. You'll notice right here, I knew that guy knew where I was, and the second that we finished that little encounter right there, the first thing that popped in my mind is that guy is already preparing and thinking about the way, he's going to get me, whether it be throwing a stun up in this building, whether it be, throwing a Semtex and then rushing up, or whatever it may be. I wasn't interested in waiting for him to come up because I sort of felt that even though I probably had the upper hand being above him, he sort of controlled that situation. It was going to happen on my terms, but it was going to happen when he wanted to, and more or less how he wanted to. So what I decided to do is jump down out of the building and just hit fire him, and I was able to do it and catch him by surprise at the same time. So little things like that you're going to pick up on if you watch my games, and stuff you probably should pay attention to if you're looking to do well. Right here, this guy is in second chance, and as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of second chance. So I just kind of, wasted a couple minutes teabagging him, or wasted a minute here. I got a death because of it, but it was totally worth it, and I don't regret it whatsoever. So what you're going to notice is, opposed to the construction building, which I went up into every time on the other side, if you want to play defensive on firing range on defense, this is the building you want to control. I would highly recommend setting a claymore, because people are going to rush to this building. It's called the garage, by the way, or blue, or building 3. There's like 3 main callouts that I've heard for this building. Garage because it has 2 cars in it, building, or blue because it's got this blue upstairs, and building 3 because it's got a big fucking 3 on the side of it. A lot of the buildings are marked like that, but even back in Call of Duty 4 days, people tend to not use those call outs for buildings, but just in case, thought I'd throw that out there. So again, see this, I hear people and I immediately jump out. I do not want to have to face these guys coming up the stairs where they have the ability to clip me from the stairway, so it was pretty smart of me to kind of try and face them in their situations, but I guess where I have the upper hand, where I can surprise them, because really the element of surprise is like the strongest thing that you can possibly have. Every time I go up in this building, what you're going to notice is I'm kind of negligent, a little bit negligent, I guess you could say. I'm just kind of like standing out in the middle of nowhere and staring at that doorway in the bottom of the construction building. And a lot of people might say that's kind of good, kind of dumb and predictable and whatnot, but what you're going to notice is that I do that every single time, and two guys on the other team pick that up and keep trying to like rush me and stop me from being able to do that, but I was still able to do it because I had the upper hand. I had the high ground, I had the assault rifle, and I had a better shot, and I was able to take them out every single time, and it really didn't affect me too much. So that's a really good way to start off rounds, is going up into that building and looking across into the construction building. But just remember, don't stay there for too long, because of course if you sit there for too long in one spot, eventually somebody's going to get a line of sight on you that you were not looking at, and that can be pretty bad. This is a great way to get up into this building right here. I highly recommend it. There's one of the guys who was rushing. I saw his head right before he got there, so I didn't have too much of a difficult time taking him out. He was probably cooking a grenade to throw up top there, and he was going to bank it off the ceiling, and I would have had no chance. So it's a good thing that I did that. Anyway, guys, this video is wrapping up. Just thought I would say thank you for watching, and if you want to see more videos and you haven't already, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys later. Final score of this game was 21 kills and 3 deaths in Search and Destroy, and yeah, that's it. Bye.